So I woke up to a very exciting message from Jay Woodsy on my Instagram. He said, Gabe, I'm a subscriber and enjoy your YouTube channel. You may have already seen, but wanted to give you a heads up that Sam's Club is officially selling a Members Mark ball. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know that I am a Costco golf fanatic. And it's not Costco, I have nothing to do with Costco, but I love budget golf. I love playing stuff that's as good as the big names for a lot less. And so when I saw that message, I was excited. Now the problem was, these balls are not available in store. They are an online only exclusive. You have to buy them on the Sam's Club website. And in order to do that, I needed a Sam's Club membership, but I don't have a Sam's Club membership. So, it hurt the soul. But luckily I remembered my sister-in-law, Maria, has a Sam's Club membership. So I messaged her, I said, Maria, I've got a golf emergency. What is your login info to Sam's Club? She was kind enough to oblige. I sent her a message back and said, golfers everywhere, thank you. And after going back and forth and entering all sorts of security codes and confirmations, I was able to log into the website and click buy now on a box of Members Mark golf balls. These balls are $27.99, which means with 24 balls, that's just over $1 a ball, on par with what Costco is selling their Kirkland Signature balls for, and just an all-around great value if they can perform. That is the big question that we are going to find out on course here today. It is a beautiful day in Tampa. I think tomorrow it's going to be raining and cold and awful, but today is just perfection. And so we're gonna unbox this one. I'm gonna take it out on course. We're gonna look at distance, trajectory, spin, control, everything you as a golfer need to know about a golf ball to see if this is worthy of going in your bag. Let's take a closer look. And here it is. How exciting is this? So here's the packaging. I gotta say, the graphic design leaves a little bit to be desired in my opinion, as well as what this ball is all about. They're telling you it's a 3-piece ball, urethane cover, that's good, conforms to USGA rules, and it's got a unique dimple design for longer distance. I think that's a first for me to talk about the dimple design for longer distance. They say the core is highly resilient with a soft feel, the mantle is responsive for low long game spin, and the cover is a durable urethane cover with optimized short game control. We're gonna put all that to the test, of course. Now, in this case, you've got 2 dozens. That's why you're getting just over $1 a ball, because there's 24 balls in here. And I'm breaking that outer box, but here is the inner box. Not a whole lot different either. Again, the graphic design, come on Sam's Club, we can do a little bit better than this. That is very budget looking. Opening that up, there's your balls. The balls themselves, they don't look too bad. We'll go with the 3s here today. Again, very sparse packaging. We can scan to learn more. That's bizarre, but there you go. I would say in terms of a paint job, this ball, I don't think it's premium paint job, but it's not budget bargain basement paint job either. It looks decent. The logo, that Members Mark logo, I like that a lot better, honestly, than the Kirkland Signature logo. And you've got a nice alignment there with the Pro Series 2. Although I never saw the Pro Series 1 myself. That's what they're going with here for an alignment marker. That's pretty nice as well. Now, just by feel in hand, these balls don't have that sponginess you get from a really soft ball. So it'll be interesting to see out on course how they feel. The box claims are going to be soft, but again, in hand, it feels a little firmer than I would have expected just by what I'm reading. Let's see how it performs out there though. The first thing I'm gonna do is just literally play one hole of golf here using this ball. And then I'll start to dissect and test different features of this ball. It's gonna be fun. Let's get to work. All right, first shot with the Members Mark ball. I've got driver in hand. This hole's about 365. Wow. It felt not so soft. I was expecting a soft compressed feeling. It definitely felt harder than that. But I will say it did fly pretty darn straight. We're right down the middle. And I do have my Garmin G80, so we're gonna measure this shot and see how far it went. I have got a little wind into me, but under these conditions today, I think we've gotta be somewhere in the 250 to 260 range to get the kind of distance that we want, at least on this hole right now. Let's go find out how far it went. Now, my other initial impression there was it was loud. You probably heard me say, wow, and I think that was just the shock of, again, the feel and the sound of this ball being a little harsher than what I would have expected. I think the trend these days, especially with, you know, this tier of ball that's kind of for the everyman, is to feel a little bit softer, a little bit more premium feeling, maybe a little bit more Pro V1 feeling, might I say. That's not what I felt there at all in any way, shape, or form. I think that was definitely a little firmer feeling. I'm not sure what the compression is because, again, there's very little information on this packaging and on the website about what these balls are all about and how they're constructed. It's very vague. Result was fine though. We're in the middle of the fairway. This fairway gets very narrow here. It's only about 15 yards wide, and we have hit that distance number that I was hoping for. In fact, right in the middle of it at 254. As I said, we're staring right down at it. So, firmer feel, lower trajectory than I would have expected, louder sounding, but can't argue with that result. We are gonna have just a little wedge in our hand here. Been playing these Cleveland RTXs, by the way. The review's coming soon. These are really, really nice wedges. I'm loving them. Water to carry, that pin's up top on the right. I'm really just gonna go middle of the green here. I like the feel coming off the wedge there. Is it gonna be enough? It is enough, so we got plenty of distance, and boy, I could see visually that ball hit and check and probably back up a little bit. Well, let's go check the pitch mark. I took a way more aggressive line than I was originally planning for. I wanted to be basically middle of the green and kind of went right of the pin, which is danger zone if you don't get the distance right, but we did nail the distance. And we're gonna have a really good crack at birdie here. So here's where we ended up. We're only like 12 feet here for birdie. This is where it hit though. There's my pitch mark. So that thing hit and sucked back, I would say 8 feet here to this section. So I don't generally get that much grab on my wedges. That's extreme, but really nice to see. Let's see if we can roll this putt in, because it's gonna be my only hole that I really play out today, and a birdie would sure feel great. All right, so a very Pro V1 looking alignment line here with those two arrows and the words Pro Series 2 written between it. This putt heading downhill, I think it's a little right to left. One time for me. Oh, dead center. Dead center. Well, I'll tell you what, you can make birdies with the Members Mark ball. This is the only hole I'm gonna play here today, so I'm gonna finish on top. But we've got more testing to do. We've got a driving test coming up next. All right, now I'm gonna use the G80 here as a launch monitor as well for us. So we'll get some launch data, make sure we're hitting a good strike here. That was much higher launching there. That was really well hit. Drawing back into the right side of this fairway. Clubhead speed 103, ball speed 149. That's a good number for that clubhead speed, with a smash factor of 144 and the estimated carry of 241. Still, again, maybe not as compressed feeling as I like, but did feel a little better than that first swing. I think that result's gonna be a pretty good one. Shot 2. Now that one, I kind of threw the hands out quick, and it's going to finish on the left side. In terms of launch data, clubhead speed 102, ball speed 146, smash 142. I did hit that a little more toe side, and the estimated carry 234. Let's go one more here. Much more solidly struck. If it's too long, it may be in that bunker on the left. Clubhead speed 103, that was consistent. Ball speed 149, smash 144, and estimated carry 240. So on paper, good stats. Let's again find out where these ones finished. So is it just the glow of the birdie, or is it for real? I don't know, but I did like the feel of those balls quite a bit better than the first drive. All in all, if I was making like a bell curve of on the left really soft and on the right really hard, I would say it's maybe just right of center. A little harder feeling than, again, I think what you get out of a Pro V1, a Legato. It's more like a Pro V1X feel in my book. I mean, that's subjective. Some people like harder feeling balls, some people like softer feeling balls. Again, I'm just in the camp of, I like a little bit more of a compressed feel, but as I keep saying, results is what matters, and we're gonna find out here right now. Like I said, this fairway is very wide here, and then it narrows as you kind of move off to the right, and there's a bunker there on the left. So we've got one ball that's probably left rough, one that looks like it's right next to the bunker, but it was pretty much left center fairway. It just kind of ran out of fairway. And then we've got one over here on the right in really perfect position. Going to the measure shot feature here, this was our worst one, and we finished at 240. Might have a little bit of tree trouble here, but still playable. And here's our two better balls here and over there. And as I mentioned, we're still into the wind here, so 256 I think is a very respectable number for the Members Mark ball here. And this shot is really in good position. We're gonna hit 260? Yeah, we did. 260, beautiful. Would definitely be 265, 270 without that wind. So we're getting plenty of distance, really all you need out of this Members Mark ball. That is a really good sign, that's solid. Because I saw with that Costco ball, I think maybe it was losing a little bit of distance. This one, I don't think so. All right, what we're gonna do now is test real stopping power of this one on a flighted wedge. This shot is so important for me if I wanna score and play my best golf. Within 100 yards, I've gotta be deadly accurate. I've got to be able to control distance and spin especially. So I'm going to set up about 75 yards away, take out my 58-degree wedge, and see what kind of spin we get out of these things from the fairway. Pinched it pretty nice. Woo! Look at that thing suck back. Wow. Not bad at all. Let's see if we can repeat that kind of action, maybe get it a little tighter. Let's see what happens. Oh, get in the hole. Woo! That's tasty. That is tasty. I love that I'm able to flight these a little lower here on the wedge shots and really control the trajectory. I chunked that one. So that's not gonna be a good one. Don't get to test much there, but let me hit a fourth one. I am a mere mortal, guys. I always say that. The occasional chunk does happen, and it happened right there. All right, shot 4. That's another good one. That might be the best of all of them. Woo! Yeah, when you hit them well, they perform. Look at that. Well, 3 out of 4 ain't bad, huh? Those are all very makeable birdie putts. Love that one hop and stop action. Very, very good. Liking what I see so far. I'm gonna stay on this green here. We're gonna look at little chip shots here. I'm gonna go about 25 yards here off the green and see if we can knock a few tight. Again, gotta control spin and distance. That has to be at a premium for me if I'm gonna score with the ball. Let's see what we do. All right, and this one is kind of moving right to left here. It's a testy little shot, gotta get the pace correct. I hit my landing spot. It did have some nice secondary check there on the second bounce, and that was a really good leave. I like that. Drove it just a little further there. It's rolling out. Ooh, rolled right past. That one rolled out a little bit more than I would have liked. This green is sloped so that once it gets past the hole, it's gonna roll out. So it's, like I said, a testy shot. But I'd like a little bit more grab there maybe, just a touch. Once we know what these balls do, we can make a little better run at them. Yeah, maybe just a little more rollout here on the short chips than I'd like. I'd like to see him grab up just a little bit more. There we got it again on that little secondary checkup. That was again better. Hit one more. That's got to go a little bit. Come on, get down that hill. Pretty darn good. 2 of these really good. This one here, not so good. And I guess those other 2 may have rolled past the camera, but they're actually right here. Those ones are a little further away than I'd like to be. I thought I hit those ones pretty well. But all in all, I'd say a pretty darn good performance, and I could get used to that. Just got to know that these are going to roll out a little bit more than some of the balls I have been playing. But I would say pretty fair here with the chip shots. You know, when you can put them in with a wedge, you've done pretty well. Bam! 3 for 3? New. On to the next test. All right, let's do a little iron test here on this par 3. It's 158 from where I'm playing here. I'm gonna go 8 iron. We are into the wind. This is like my 163 to 165 club generally. So with that wind, this one should be just about perfect. Let's find out. There's a bunker short left, so let's see if we carry it because I'm going right at it. Yeah, we did. Tell you what, it felt good coming off that club face. Nice height, tight draw to it, not overly spinny up there. That ball was hit a little thin. Let's see if that carries. It's on a similar line, maybe even a little left of that first one, but that did carry as well. It's up on the surface, maybe on the fringe. Gotta straighten this out a little bit. Caught that one again, a little on the thin side maybe, but that stopped on a dime as well. So 2 for sure on the green. Those balls are getting up there pretty high. That peak height was really good, and maybe even a little higher than my gamer ball, I would say. There will be some more scientific testing here coming on the channel, so do hit that subscribe button. We're gonna pit this up against a Costco ball, as well as some other balls that I like out there on the market. But yeah, we've got 3 on the green actually. And just looking at stopping power with an 8 iron, we had about 3.5 feet there of roll out. This one was like 6 feet. Now I know there are a lot of people out there that are concerned with durability, and the knock on the Costco Kirkland Signature ball was that they could mark up pretty easily. I know a lot of people have talked about that over the years. Well, this one I have played now 9 holes with. I was in sand, I was in hard pan, I even hit a tree out there, and this one over 9 holes has held up pretty well. Now, of course, I will continue to test. We got to get 18 holes out of this, see if we can go even more. But generally with a firmer feeling ball like this, it's generally going to have a little bit of a harder cover, and that cover is going to be a little bit more resistant to nicking up and marking up. So I'd say fears quelled here on durability. I think this one for a budget ball holds up very, very well. So final assessment time, and I've got to say, I think these balls are a major win. Aesthetics of the box aside, performance-wise, these really did come through, I think, on course. I think the distance was really nice. I think with our iron shots, we also had nice peak height. That was the standout for me, and we had decent stopping power. We had really nice checkup with that 75-yard shot in our 58-degree wedge. And around the greens chipping, I think it's maybe not as good as a tour quality ball around the greens, but you know, I didn't hit a ton of different shots either. So we will continue to test these ones. But I think for, again, a little over $1 ball, you're getting value for money here with Members Mark. And like I said, I can't wait to test these head to head with the Kirkland Signature balls. I think these are really going to compete. Now, this is not the only golf equipment that Members Mark has released here over the past year. I actually reviewed this one, and I think Members Mark might have beat Costco here. You gotta let me know what you think. Check out this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you back here next time on another edition of Let's Play Through.